You know who has the same birthday as I do, the same actual date of birth? O.J. Simpson. I used to be like that for a while. Not so much anymore. I don't know if you're familiar with this fellow. I'm going to read something that this guy wrote. He's a psychologist. He has a website. He writes an article once a week in the Reading paper. His name is John Rosamond. Does that ring a bell? No? Okay. His writing and his practice concerned mostly with child rearing. And what sets him apart is he's an old-fashioned guy. He's of my generation. He employs logic a lot. That's something missing from a lot of people's thinking these days. One of his great quotes was the fact that, if you turn out okay, then your parents must have done something right. Why don't you raise your kids like your parents raised you, instead of all this mumbo jumbo you hear today. But anyway, his writing, what I like about it, I don't know if the man's a Christian or not, but his writing is very Christian-esque, so to speak, Christian themed. A lot of it is it seems in some cases that the better they are treated, the worse they act. So, they are bad. Therefore, they require unconditional love from the significant adults in their lives. If love was conditional, many children would receive very little. But unlike the Beatles' well-intentioned assertion, love is not all they need. They also need a firm hand. Love without a firm hand mutates into enabling. And enabling is toxic to both the giver and the receiver. Likewise, a firm hand without love quickly becomes abusive. Comes under his ideas. I don't know if you ever heard of the old saying about keep it simple, stupid, KISS. That's a good guideline for life. Keep it simple, keep it simple. And he keeps it simple, but it's very profound in its wisdom, which is very close to godly wisdom that he uses. The two sentences in love were conditional. Many children would receive very little. There's never going to be a case where you're going to find in God's Word where it says, if you do this, and this, you have a standing before God. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing we bring to the table. Absolutely. The only thing that we have that gives us a standing before God is Jesus. That's it. And what he did, and he has enabled us to have a relationship with God because of what he did. And that's it. That's the one thing that gains us access to the throne of God and to a relationship with God. This is from John, Gospel of John, verses 12 and 13. Yet to all of us who received him, to those who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God. Children born not of a natural descent, nor of a human decision or a husband's will, but born of God. And so when we make that decision to follow Christ, that's when we become children of God. And we're thankful for that. Let's pray. Father, thank